Welcome back, guys, to yet another podcast episode.
Welcome,
Marc,
guys. What's up? How are we doing today?
you told me you're tired. What happened?
I think it's being overworked. I think it's too many hours of just working and not really resting. Because like for us that are entrepreneurs and we have our own business, there's no such thing as full on like switch off.
Yeah.
It's not like a 9 to 5 where at 5 you can kind of like switch off for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I think for us it's just constantly there. You know, even if you're chilling, you're still kind of like thinking,
Working.
okay, I should do this tomorrow and then that and then that and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So like it's a non-stop thing in your head. I think it's that.
Yeah.
I think I need a vacation.
I feel you, man. I feel
need a
you.
vacation.
You know, my best friend is Trello. I have everything in Trello and I say everything. But even then, you know, I keep having these ideas and thoughts after, you know, I have a timer on my phone at 5.
Yeah.
It goes off. It's like, I'm out. But I can't stop thinking, obviously, you know, like something comes to my mind. I need to do this tomorrow. I want to do this. I want to write a post on this. Or, and it's really hard to disconnect, to fully disconnect, no?
Yeah, especially like as that we do social media stuff, or what at least I do. It's like even if I'm resting and I'm just kind of like scrolling through social media just out of for fun, like for 30 minutes, I'm thinking, maybe I can replicate that idea, or maybe I can do that but better. So it's like it's not really resting. It's like
I know.
It's just a constant thinking, and I think that's what really tires me because I sleep plenty, and as soon as I touch the bed, I fucking die.
Well, that's good.
And I release the next day, so I literally just hit the bed and just gone. And it's like 7-8 hours of sleep, but I think every morning I wake up dead because it's just my mind that is tired, not the body.
Yeah.
And then you drag that days after days and weeks after weeks, and it's just like, ooh, you're starting to catch up a little.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like you're not even working 8 hours a day, you're working like 15 or 14 or whatever, no? So that's
pretty much all day.
That's insane. Yeah. So yeah, you definitely need more rest.
Yeah, or a vacation.
Yeah, completely disconnect, huh?
Yeah, which...
How many days do you take off a year? I'm curious.
A year? Ooh, that's...
Let's be honest, no?
Okay. Well, as... It's gonna sound, I don't know, for some people this might sound weird, for some of the people it's gonna sound cocky, but it's the truth. Like 100% off, I don't think I take them. I might have these kind of days, like for example on Christmas days and everything, where I do some stuff in the morning, then I relax the rest of the day, and then I do some stuff in the evening. Yeah. But it's still work involved, so it's not like fully like disconnecting from everything. Yeah. So if actually like 100% off from work, I'd say, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 maybe. Yeah. The rest of them, I might be traveling and doing fun stuff. It's not like I'm here all day, every day, the entire year. But I'm still, you know, I bring my laptop, I bring my camera, I bring the phone, and I work. Not as much, but I still work. So
what is the non-negotiable one thing you will always do every day, no matter what?
Check on clients.
Yeah, if it's obvious, no?
Yeah, if I have something to do with clients, like send them some update on the program or a check-in or whatever it is, I don't give a shit what day of the year it is. I don't care if it's Christmas Day, New Year's, my birthday, I don't care. I'm doing what I have to do. Yeah. Which also contributes to the tiredness, but
No, I mean, obviously you can schedule the calls whenever you are free, no? Or whenever you... when it's not your birthday.
No.
But I know what you mean. I'm doing the same. So even when I take the day off like completely, I will always check in with the client. If a client will send me a message, I will always answer. Yeah. But that's the life of being a coach, I think. When you're a coach, and especially in my niche, obviously, I also have this daily support, right? When people text me within a few hours, I reply, no matter what. And that's also one of the things I provide in my services, right?
That's you would say that's the thing that requires the most amount of like time out of everything involved in your coaching. You would say like just paying attention to clients and being there for them is the thing that.
No. I think the most time-consuming thing is always lead generation. Okay. Like social media, being present on social media, just doing the work when it comes to my community, answering messages in the community, writing posts, and creating content. These things. Okay.
Yeah. It's the same for me, but I've also been finding that as I am starting to get more clients, it's kind of like switching. It's like 50% time for social media and everything involved with it. But then the other 50% of the time is like really updates and client check-ins and check-ins and meetings and everything. So it's starting to catch up a little. But definitely I agree with you. I think the thing that is most time consuming is social media in general, like creating the content, posting it, rescheduling it, thinking of it, scripting it, and all that. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
No, but it obviously depends also on your coaching, no? Like how is your coaching built? For example, mine is pretty much automated. So I have a weekly check-in with the clients, once a week, 1 hour, and then a daily check-in on WhatsApp, right? Like we text or we send voice messages, and I would say that's like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes a day per client. So it's not too much work. Even if I have 10 clients, I'm still pretty good. I mean, I don't have 10 clients, but even if I would have 10 clients, it would cost me maybe like 15 hours a week, which is nothing.
Reasonable work.
Yeah, which is nothing. But that's also how I created my program, and everything is automated. Everything is, of course, when they want to reach out to me, they can reach out to me, and also it depends on how much they reach out to me, because if someone reaches out to me 10 times a day, I will answer 10 times a day, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, if I'm sleeping, I will not answer. But
wake up just.
But yeah.
So no, I'm the same, and I think, for me, because I don't have it so automated, at least not yet. I don't need to be there all the time and replying to clients and weekly meetings and then check-ins and then updates for the programs and then this and then that, and can you fit this into my macros? Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So it's okay because it's my job and I don't mind, but it's quite time consuming. But
yeah.
I guess that's why they pay me for. So
yeah. For sure. All right. I wanted to talk about one topic. I think it's a really interesting topic, since we are really, you're into mindset, I'm into mindset, and also mindset is a big part of, well, not just life, but also our coaching, no? Like, although you're a fitness coach and I'm a addiction recovery coach, mindset is huge, right? Like how you're approaching your recovery or your fitness journey is in your mind, right? And I had a meeting with my client the other day, or one of my clients, and he was saying that he lost hope in the world. And I was like, elaborate, what do you mean? And he's like, well, the word is just effed. And I'm like, is it? What do you think?
I kind of agree. Okay, let's see. I kind of agree with him to a point where I think that nowadays, I think we have everything so easy, so easily accessible for everything, that we are becoming quite dumb, in the sense of we want everything now easy and that's it. We don't want to put in the work, we don't want to put in the effort, and we don't value anything. And I think that's when it comes to the current mindset that's pretty much, spread worldwide. It's like, well, it's like this quote, I don't know who said this quote, but it goes something along the lines of hard times create strong men create easy times create weak men. And I think we are now in that process of easy times and weak people. I'm not going to say just men, because we have everything so easy, and the internet and everything is so well connected, and you can literally buy whatever you want just through your phone, just a couple of clicks. That I don't think people really value that, and I think that's what really messes up with their mindset and their head. They don't really value they don't really value hard work, and they don't really value what they have. And I think that's why I think to a certain point there's so much like mental health issues nowadays. First of all, we are now more aware of them, because mental health wasn't a thing 100 years ago. But not only that, but because of there's weak times that we are living, people don't toughen up. That's what they need to do. You need to tough up. You can't just go out like through life like a mouse, like being afraid of everything and just complaining about everything. You need to grow up, and you need to realize that life is hard. It's not fair, because it's not supposed to be fair. Life is life, and whether you are a victim or you actually grab the bull by the balls and you actually do what you're supposed to do, it just depends on you.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, same. I do think that nowadays you don't have to go out and hunt, right? You open the fridge, it's there.
I should.
No, but life is easy in that sense, no? And like you said, that creates weak people. And I think that's also one of the things that, people just forget, or people don't appreciate small things anymore, right? And like you also said, people complain and blame, and obviously that doesn't help, right? I do think that because people don't really appreciate the small things in life anymore, it's like you don't also appreciate the good, right? But when something bad happens, you're like instantly focusing on it, and everything is shit, and you complain, blame, and then you go on social media, you start hating. That's why also all the people who are talking about politics all the time. But yeah, no, I think that's on point what you said, and yeah, you have to learn or cultivate again appreciating the small things in life and not just focus on the bad, right? Also focus on the good, because obviously many things are going in a bad way, right? Many things are effed up, but also many things are working, and there are many good people out there who are actually doing their best. So it's more like, okay, this is happening in the world.
Yeah.
What can I do? How can I make the world a better place? Versus everything is fucked, everything is shit. It's over. We're doomed. It's like, okay, what are you gonna do about it? That's more the question, no?
Yeah, and I think that always relies on the fact that you need to focus on what you can control and not what you can't control. Like if tomorrow we fucking start a war here in Spain, well, I cannot control that there's a war, so yes, I'll be pissed about it, but there's not much I can do about it. Then I can just focus on, okay, what can I control that's going to contribute to my life and the life of my loved ones around me to make them better. So it's just about what you can control. Like people, too often times people just focus on what they can't control or what they can't change. And I always think of this quote, again, I'm sorry, I'm very quotable today, but I really, there's a quote that stuck with me a very long time. Again, I don't know where I heard it or where I read it or who said it. But something as in, well, when you have a problem, think of it like this. Can you change it? No. Well, then why are you going to worry about it if there's nothing you can do about it? Can you change it? Yes. Well, then why waste time worrying about it when you can actually work on that solution to change it? So it's just being this victim mentality doesn't really bring any benefit to anyone at all, at anything. You might as well just focus on what you can control and try to get something out of a bad situation. And I think that nowadays the issue is that because there is not that many bad situations on our regular life. I'm not saying there isn't bad shit going on. I'm just saying that not on a day-to-day basis for us. I think that's why people, when something goes wrong, they are so affected by it.
Yeah.
But if they had to go through a harder kind of lifestyle, they would appreciate more the good stuff, and they wouldn't be so bothered about the hard stuff. Because, well, life is hard for me anyways, so it's just another day at the park. Yeah. I think that's one of the issues as well of having everything easy, which is a good thing. Like you said, it's a really good thing that everything is progressing and evolving and everything, but we need to have the mindset for it and not become fully dumb and dependent on this conveniency of the internet and the world and everything, and be just like, we still need to be somehow independent in thought and emotion, or we'll become this victim mentality that goes in waves. So now today I'm happy, tomorrow I break up with my girlfriend, I'm sad, and today I'm happy again, I'm gonna go drink with my friends, and then the next day I'm depressed again. It's just, what are you doing? Yeah.
No, but we talked about this, no? That most people are not in control of their emotions. They have these huge ups and downs, right? And one day they are motivated, the next day the motivation is gone. Obviously, because emotion is heavily based on our motivation is heavily based on our emotions, right? So I do think that what you said about focus is huge, right? Like, what can you actually focus on? I always say that there are not many things you can control, but what you can control is actually how you think, how you interpret things, right? How you react things, and what action you take. And I think many people also don't realize that of course, complaining, blaming, okay, you can do that for 10 minutes, okay. But then eventually you have to take action, because otherwise you will be just miserable, and you will just, go on social media and hate. But you have to take action at some point, and you have to realize that you can actually make a difference. And I think many people also, because of this, know that they realize these little mouses hiding, and they don't believe that they can make a change. I think that's one of the things, that most people don't believe in themselves anymore. At least that's my perception. And if you don't believe in yourself, then you will also not think that you can make a change, make a difference.
I like what you said, because I think that motivation is, like you said, is heavily based on emotion. But I think the issue is that people nowadays are too emotional, and they let their emotions switch by really quickly, really easily. I'm not saying you shouldn't have emotion. We are humans, we are not robots. Of course we're gonna have emotion. But I think the more you control them, the better. Because then, for both, for the good and for the bad stuff. Because when you have these highs of like really euphoria, feeling happy and everything, sometimes you take some decisions that then you regret later on.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about on the other episode, like, oh, okay, I'm feeling motivated today, I'm going to hire my coach. And then because I'm feeling really good, and then 2 days after, it's like, fuck. But then also on the bad stuff, like being in control of your emotions is going to allow you to not feel depressed or for not as long. Like you said, it's normal to feel and to be depressed or sad or angry when something bad happens. Like that's normal. But what's not normal is just let that drag day after day after day and just control your life. Yeah. Like for me, I think of it like I have this baseline of kind of like neutral emotion, and then whether I go up on a good emotion or down on a bad emotion, I allow myself to feel it, of course, because we're human. But for me, it's okay. But how quickly can I get back to this neutral line, which is the rational thinking? Yeah. And that's where I think the best decisions that we make are taken on this rational thinking, not controlled by really emotions, whether it's good or bad. And I think that's why so many people, like you were saying, don't think that they can actually like change things around their life. Because, well, if you don't really work on controlling your emotions and you let those bad emotions just take over you, you will think like that. Yeah. Then you will get into this vicious cycle of, okay, well, if I can't change anything about my life, I might as well not do anything about it. And because I'm not doing anything about it, it's not getting better, it's actually getting worse. Yeah. And then I start thinking about the same thing again, even worse. It's just like, just get out of it. Get out of it, kind of break through it. Go back to baseline and analyze from, like, if there is a storm. It's funny because so I saw a clip of Andrew Tate today or yesterday, and he was, and I really, well, I mean, I'm not gonna give my opinion on him, like everyone has their own opinion, but he said something that I really like. It's like, okay, when there's a storm, you should not be down there just under the rain. You shouldn't be in the storm either. You should be like a drone over the storm, like observing what's happening, so you can actually make a really good decision and a more based decision. So I think that's what we should really try to do. Is just get back to that drone level.
Buy a drone.
Exactly. Buy a drone, get back to the drone level, observe everything, and then you will be able to be more rational about it.
Yeah. So I think it's interesting how we keep coming back to emotional intelligence and emotional control, no? Because I think also in the previous episode we talked about that, and also the second, whatever episode. What is your main way, tool, whatever, how you go back to this neutral state of mind?
Oof. Shit.
Like what helps you the most?
Shit, okay. That's...
Boxing.
Okay. Boxing. Punching people in the face. No. I try to be as rational as possible for everything. And reading books about self-development, psychology, emotions and everything really helped me. There is, once again, a quote of Marcus Aurelius, the Meditations book. That
good one.
And I really like this quote because whether it triggers you or not, it's true. The quote basically says, there is no good or bad things in life. It's just life. When something happens, you should not try to put a label on it. It's that thing happened. You can only choose how you react to it. Yeah. Now, whether you think that's good or bad is going to depend on your situation, your emotions, your experiences, and blah, blah, blah. Because something that can be bad for me, maybe it's good for you, and vice versa. Yeah. So I really try to think of that, to kind of bring myself down to earth when I'm feeling these moments of, oh shit, I'm feeling really good today, I'm very happy and all that. And also pull myself back up when I fall down into this spiral of shit, I'm shit, I'm not worth it, and all these bad thoughts. Yeah. So I really try to go to that baseline by reminding myself, hey, it's not good, it's not bad, it's just life. You need to choose how you react to it and keep moving, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. And I think that's the only thing that really kind of makes me, okay, just stop for a second, analyze everything. Yeah. Okay, it's good, perfect, bad, perfect. Okay, back to the center, back to focus. Yeah. What about you? Because that's
for this you need self-awareness, and I think that's the key here, right? Yeah. So we talked about all these people who are distracting themselves, social media, and all kind of addictions, right? And those people don't necessarily have the self-awarness. That's why they're on autopilot now, right? And I actually really like this drone thing with Andrew Tate. Yeah. It's just so funny, that guy. Anyways, and And I also see it as like you are this observer, right? Like you're observing your thoughts, and your thoughts create your emotions, and then your emotions are of course responsible for actions. But when you can learn to observe your thoughts without judging them, like you said, like no labeling, no judging, just observing them and allowing them to be there, I think that's when you can learn to control your emotions, right? And so I think self-awareness is the key. For me, it's definitely just living a more mindful life, right? Like meditation, practicing meditation, 10 minutes in the morning, just sitting with myself in silence, observing my thoughts, or journaling, writing down everything I feel, think about, what concerns me. And this is a skill. I look at it as a skill. I also teach my clients on this, by the way, how you can build self-awareness, right? And yeah, it's a skill. Like you need to practice it every day, maybe 10 minutes, nothing crazy. But the more time you spend alone, right, with yourself, and you can observe your thoughts and you accept your thoughts, the more you will be in the control, right?
Yeah.
And I also got to the point now where I'm like, whenever I feel the emotion, I can actually feel it in the body, right? Like maybe in my chest, maybe in my throat, whatever. And then I can just observe it, right? I'm like, oh, what is this? And then just maybe close my eyes for 5 minutes, and no, it's not when I'm driving. But I just feel into it. Like, what is this, right? Maybe I journal about it. But again, it's a skill, and over time it gets easier. That's what helps me the most, like observing whatever is happening, and trying not to judge, no matter what happens, even if you would think it's something bad or it's something messed up. Even then, I would just observe it. Okay, what is this? What is happening? What can I do?
Yeah, and I think like a really good exercise to actually be able to do that on like really big situations is like do that on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Like on your day-to-day basis. Okay, I'm feeling happy right now. Okay, well, stop. Why are you feeling happy? What's making you feel this way? Why is it making you feel this way? And also for the bad stuff. Because when you do that kind of exercise on a daily basis, where you shouldn't really have these massive changes in emotion, whether it's good or bad. Yeah, you might be pissed off because someone cut you off in traffic or stuff like that. Isn't it? So it's just a small thing.
Yeah.
But if you do that on a daily basis and regularly, you're gonna learn to observe your feelings, understand why they're happening, understand to kind of control them. And maybe that's going to allow you to go back to that baseline that I was talking about earlier, because then you've analyzed them, you know where they're coming from, you know why they're coming from, and why are you feeling them, and then you can actually kind of control them a little bit better. Because when you understand the why behind something, you can always control it better, instead of just, well, this is happening, shit, what do I do? No, like, okay, why is it happening? Because of this. Well, okay, the next time that this happens, I will react this way or that way, so I don't feel this way or that way, and then I don't make decisions during the entire day based on that emotion that was just in one specific moment. And then when something really bad happens, like fucking whatever, my parents died, I just put an extreme example. I'm not saying you're gonna be, oh shit, great, no, obviously, but
you will not break down completely.
Exactly, you're not gonna hopefully be depressed for years on end, which, well, sadly is the case for a lot of people when they lose a loved one, for example, which is a really tragic thing, of course. But shit, life goes on. You need to get up and you need to keep living. And the more you control your emotions, the better you will be able to live with it. I'm not saying you shouldn't be sad because you lost a loved one. I'm saying that, yes, you can allow yourself to be sad because of that or any other example. I'm just putting an example. But you also need to keep moving, because you can allow that emotion to knock you down and just stay down. It can knock you down for a while and stay down because you're feeling sad. But then, hey, get up and just keep moving.
It's also mental resilience, no? Like how long does it take you to actually get up? And it's also a skill you have to build, right? But I like what you said before about understanding, no? Because the more you understand yourself, the more you will be in control, right? Of yourself. And I think that's also one of the things I notice with my clients, that they don't have the self-awareness, they don't understand themselves. They're afraid even to sit in silence for 5 minutes with themselves. They're constantly escaping themselves, escaping their reality. And this is also one of the things I see many times. People are like, oh, I'm bored. That's why I'm addicted to certain things. And I'm like, are you bored or are you escaping your reality? Oh yeah, my life is shit. So are you bored? It's like...
You can't be fucking bored nowadays when you can have any kind of entertainment that you want within the reach of your hand on your phone.
It's not even entertainment. It's like I started learning Spanish last week. I told you online for free, and I started learning coding for free online. You can learn literally everything online for free, at least to a certain degree free. Yeah. But yeah, you can do whatever you want. Like boredom is not an excuse. No. It cannot be an excuse.
No, especially not nowadays. Like I said, that you have so many options to kill your time with. Yeah. Like if it was fucking 1500s, okay. But nowadays that's not an excuse. That's just lack of really willpower to actually do something about something meaningful in your life. Yeah. Because I see that with a lot of people who just come back from work, they get home, and then they just spend the rest of the fucking day watching Netflix and drinking beer and just chilling and ordering pizza, and that's it. Like, what? I mean,
occasionally it's nice, of course. It's not that whenever you want to rest, no. But if that's your life, that's...
Doing that every single day. I think one of the biggest things that can depress someone, at least for us men, that we always have because of testosterone, we have this need of feeling like we're making progress towards something. Yeah. I think one of the things that most modern men suffer from is the lack of purpose. Yeah. It's like they go day after day and after day just living the same thing, go to work, come back, dinner, sleep, repeat. And they are not building anything, they are not doing anything meaningful in life other than their job, which, I'm not saying it's bad. If that's the kind of life that you want to have, then awesome, great, good for you.
Most people don't want that life, no? But most people want to do something.
I think we need, for me at least, I always, because of this kind of like emotion analysis that I do, that I was talking about, for me, when I feel the most depressed and the most useless is when I'm making the least amount of progress. Yeah. Because if I'm making progress over something, I don't have time to be feeling fucking depressed. I need to work and I need to make more progress.
But you also feel fulfilled. That's the thing.
Exactly. Right? You feel fulfilled.
You feel productive. You feel like you have a value. You're also offering value. Right?
Exactly, because you put in the work and you put in the hours, and then you're seeing a reward from that, which is it's like the gym. My clients, okay, if they eat good and they train hard and all that, and they stay like committed, they will see the results, and the results are going to motivate them even more to actually keep going. Yeah. So I think it's the same thing for life. We as humans, and especially us as men, I think, again, because of testosterone and biology, we have this urge of building something. Yeah. Like with our hands, business, something material, whatever. But if you're not actually building something in your life, I think that's when depression is going to hit you the hardest. Because then what's the point of living then? Yeah. Just going to work for somebody else and build his business, and then I go back home and I struggle to make it at the end of the month, and then I feel sad and depressed, and I eat pizza and drink beer and watch Netflix, and I feel even more sad and depressed. And what do you expect from that life? I would not be fucking happy with that life. I'm not saying that anyone could, but I wouldn't, ask for fucking sure.
Yeah, 100%. Purpose is huge. I think it kind of ties back to what we talked about before, that many people don't trust themselves anymore. Many people don't even know what they want in life, right? Because if you're constantly on Netflix and distracting yourself, then how do you know what you want? And this is also what I noticed with most of my clients, is that they don't know what they want, or they don't take action, right? Yeah. So this constant procrastination and fear of, I'm gonna fail and it's gonna be hard, and so the lack of self-trust, right?
And then they get into that cycle. Then shit, I don't think I can do this. Okay, then you continue to live the same life, which makes you even feel more depressed now, because you also think of yourself less because you don't think you can do it. So it's just break through it. Yeah. You need to break out of it, and you need to take action and do something. Yeah. And I don't know how to do it. Well, shit, no one fucking does. So take the first step. Yeah. And then as you start going, you will fail, as we all do, and you will start learning how to do better and make progress. But if you think that you cannot do anything, then you're right. It's like, shit, I'm sorry, but the quote of whether you think that you can or you can't, you're right.
Yeah, you're always right.
What you convince your mind to, that is true, that's what it is. Because if you really think you can, then there's no option for failure. You just keep trying until you actually succeed. But if you think you can't, you don't even fucking try. Yeah. So what's the point?
Yeah. What you believe is going to be a reality, no? But the thing is, like, it's crazy because I used to be there, no? I was this procrastinator. Me too. I'm not going to take action because what are my friends going to think about me? And I'm going to fail, and it's going to be awkward, and I will be, whatever. But I think that's why actually I hired my first coach / mentor, because I knew I needed help. I knew I also I had to take action, and this guy was just like pushing me, right? And I got what I needed from him, right? And that helped me to get out. So I think that's also one of the main reasons why I also became a coach and why I value coaching, because I know how it feels to be stuck and afraid and procrastinate and not take action, versus actually believing that I can take action and I can do whatever I want in life, right?
Yeah, and I think everyone needs that kind of like breakthrough moment where they somehow just like stop with those bad negative thoughts and they actually get out of them and they start doing something. So for some people like you or even me, I remember when I was starting to not coach people, like just do fitness on my own, like diet and training and all that. I remember I got to a point where I was like really skinny. I think I was borderline having a fucking like eating disorder. I was feeling depressed. I didn't know how to do. I didn't know how to get out of that bad cycle and out of those bad habits. And I went, well, shit. If I can't or I don't know how to, might as well just hire someone who actually knows. And that's what I did. And then from there, I just kept on moving forward. So I think sometimes you need someone to pull you out of the dark hole, which is okay. Like, it's
but you also
okay
have to hit rock bottom, no?
You need to hit rock bottom, and then you need to leave your ego aside and be willing to ask for help.
Yeah.
And I see that, like for me, I'm very stubborn, which is not necessarily a really good thing at all times, because even when I'm having the hardest times, I'm like, shit, I can do this on my own. You're not fucking Rambo, man. Like, you're a human. Outside of a movie, you're living real life, and maybe you cannot do that on your own, or maybe you can, but if you hire someone, you will do it 10 times faster.
Yeah.
So don't be stubborn, don't think less of yourself, and try to find something that's gonna give meaning to your life. And if you don't know how to start, well, you either start anyways, or just hire someone who's gonna teach you how to do it. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's what most people need. Just someone who teaches them, who holds them accountable, pushes them, right? And that's how you get results. And also many people, like it sounds like we are selling our coaching here. But
I was thinking about it, yeah.
But where is the pitch? No, but I do believe that many people can also do it on their own, right? Yeah. Obviously, it will take most probably longer. You will have to invest more time, energy in learning, educating yourself, and also testing things out than without a coach. But many people can, of course, do it alone, right? Yeah. But also many people can't do it alone. Because this is also what I see in my niche, no? Is like so many people are stuck, but not just for years, decades. And at some point they're like, okay, fuck, I'm 40, I can't. What am I doing with my life, right? Yeah. And then they realize that they need to do something, right? And yeah, most of my clients are 30 plus for that reason. Because people in their early 20s, late 20s, they don't take it serious anymore. They have not suffered yet, right? Yeah. But again, you have to hit rock bottom, and that's when the real change happens, or the mindset shift happens.
Yeah, and like you were saying, like most people, I think they can actually achieve it on their own. The issue is that it's gonna take them 100 times longer than if you had someone who. If your car breaks down and you're not a mechanic, but you don't want to go take the car to the mechanic, you need to learn how to check on the car, what is every single part of it, how to check when something's broken, and that's gonna be a very massive fucking long learning curve where you could be like, hey, you're a mechanic, right? Here's my car, fix it.
You will take the bus for a few months for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what's the point? Can you do it on your own? Yeah. Does it make sense? No.
Yeah, no, but that's what I always come with this metaphor is like people who are sick, right? Like let's say you're sick, you're not feeling well at all. What do? You go to the doctor. Obviously, you're not a doctor. You feel shit. You feel like something. Your organs are not working. Something. You go to the doctor. But when it comes to mental health, for example, people are like, okay, I'm depressed. I'm suicidal. I have struggles with this and this and this, and then they're like. Nothing. Yeah. Like they don't do anything about it. And I'm like, dude, like, get help. You need help. But that's not how they think. It's like, if your arm is broken, you're not like, okay, I'm gonna just chill.
Exactly. Like, it just heal.
You will not do it. Oh. But yeah, again, this is also because most people don't take health, so mental health series, right? You said it's a new thing. It's a new thing. Mental health issues are pretty much new.
Yeah.
And yeah, people just have not suffered enough yet, I guess.
Which sounds quite harsh, but I think it's true.
It's true.
Because when you go through hard times, it toughens you up and you get really thick skin, and then you become less sensitive to small, hard things. Yeah. But because people have it so easy nowadays, and their baseline is just everything is going great, when something hits the fans, it's like, shit, fuck, well, it's okay, it's life. It's not gonna go. This is not a movie. This is real life.
Yeah, but life is like that. Life is not fair. Life is not easy. It was never meant to be easy.
Exactly.
Only because we have been trained, for easy. That doesn't mean that it's easy. Exactly. And when it gets tough, and it will get tough at some point, because you will lose your loved ones. The tough things happen.
Hired from the job, break up with your partner, your dog dies. Like we all experience hard shit. But what you cannot do is let those hard moments control the rest of your life. Yeah. Come on, why are you doing
And that's why you have to learn to control yourself.
Yourself and your emotions, pretty much.
Self-mastery. Life is about self-mastery. I always say this.
Yeah.
That's what I teach to my clients too.
I think it is. Especially with mindset and emotions and all that. If you cannot control your own mind, there's nothing else you can control. Yeah. Because there's nothing in this world that you have more control over than your own mind and your own thoughts. And if you cannot even control that, what makes you believe that you will be able to control anything else?
Wise words.
Well, I mean, we tried to.
Wise words. It was a really good episode. I liked it.
I really liked it.
Thank you guys for listening and for watching. Please hit the follow button, subscribe, comment, do whatever you can to support us.
Print it and put it on your bedrooms as a poster and everything.
Yeah, it would help us a lot. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one.
See you guys. Peace.